Welcome back, folks. It's time for Canadian Socialist Canada episode 10. On the last episode, we got through March and our big changes to the budget. And everything's good now. All our indicators are looking good. So this month in April, we can just do something social. And let's check our program. So I guess what we'll do is we'll ratify the Paris Accords on Climate. By the way, this little smiley face, that's how much my own party likes the bill. That's there automatically when you play on the lowest difficulty level. And it might also be there when on the higher levels you can ask your general secretary to like keep you updated on his opinions on your proposed legislation. In a meeting you can ask him to do that. You might be able to get that, I'm not sure. But anyways, so my party loves this. Ratifying the climate accord. For 92%, I'll meet with her. Bump it up even a little bit more. Why not? Micronesia likes the large increase in economic aid. Prime Minister, in the name of my government, we are deeply grateful for the economic assistance that your country has given us. It has greatly contributed to the economic and social development of our nation and strengthens the foundations of our relations, both political and commercial. Good, so why don't you accept our non-aggression pact? Alright, here's my Secretary General.
No thanks. It's very... Do you think...
Oh, she's depressed or something.
You're gonna make me blush. No problem.
So does that bump up the support even a little bit more? Yeah, it went from 92 to 94. So it's going to pass real easy. Every party's going to vote in favor. Green Party will vote 100% in favor. No surprise there. Any disasters for us to fund? Earthquake in Mexico. Still estimating the damage. Alright, our Micronesia has rejected our non-aggression pact. It's unfortunate, but we might get there eventually. It's not like there's some that would be some kind of world-changing alliance. They're a tiny little country, but still, they're socialists, so I like to support them. Alright, we got a mole in Saudi Arabia. So what shall we do there now? I guess we'll approach the unions and associations just to weaken the regime's control. Not much we can do. They are a monarchy, an absolute monarchy. So you can see that the king is appointed for life. And they're a one-party state. That's why in this menu there is no approach of political groups. But they do have unions and associations. Not a lot we can do, really. We're just snooping on them politically. I don't know if I mentioned it, but when I cut my budget, I did reduce the number of special international agents to 250. So, actually, I have 10 more to give here. So we should put them in Russia. Yeah, Russia has probably the toughest. Russia or China have the toughest spy networks to compete with, but Russia will be able to affect more with spying than China because China's a one-party state, but Russia does have elections. Even though they're kind of authoritarian, they do have elections. They do have multiple parties. And while I was taking a break in recording. I scheduled a meeting with the wife because it's good to just meet her whenever you think about it, basically. Every few months, whenever you think about it, pops into your head, just meet her. Keep her happy.
I like it when you're attentive like that, honey. Yeah, okay. Don't forget to turn off.
So she seems to be nicer now, and she has the full green smiley, so that's good. Relations with her are good. Okay, we have the opportunity to approach a political party in Turkey, the Central Alternatives Party.
That says if E1 doesn't like E2 and E2 doesn't like E3, then E1 and E3 could be friends, has allowed us to see this group as a potential ally. Maybe we could organize a discreet and formal appointment to it. Do you wish to meet with one of its representatives?
Absolutely. Whoa, what happened to your hair, brother? Okay, so even though they're called the Central Alternatives Party, I believe they are actually socialists. It's just a name. So I'll meet with them tomorrow morning. There's only one thing you can do, offer financial aid. And you might as well offer the maximum. Just right click on the plus button.
This aid amount to?
$6 million is really chump change to the government of Canada, but it is a lot of money for a political party. It will help their campaign a lot. They'll be able to spend more on bigger meeting rooms, to have bigger rallies, and it'll help them, hopefully, try to win the election in Turkey.
Thank you for your precious support. I can assure you that the government is getting ready to live its last hours.
Wow, right on. So now that we have a political party on board, we shall, in Turkey, approach the unions and associations. When their election campaign starts, which we'll see in the newspaper, then we might try to fund the political party one more time, just to make them really rich and really be able to win the election. For now, we'll try to get some unions and associations on side with us as well. So they'll vote for, vote against the government come election time. And they might even cause protests or strikes or riots. Here are some quarterly updates. It's near the beginning of the second quarter, so we got an update on growth. 0.94% growth in contrast with the previous estimate of 0.76, increasing provision. Good.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure. It reflects an economy with moderate dynamism. We could do better.
Don't worry, we will. We'll do a lot better by the end of the year when it really counts. And quarterly employment figures, unemployment rate dropped to 4%. Prime Minister, we have received the figures from all of our employment agencies, and the overall national unemployment rate for the last quarter stands at 4%. As a reminder, the rate for the previous quarter was 5%. Well done. We have made great progress. Overall, the results are very good. Okay, good. Newspaper time. Have they figured out the damage in Mexico yet? Oh, yeah. 1.8 billion. All right, I'll send them 10 million. Let's check these NGOs. Who am I funding? I'm not funding the Green Arc yet, but I will when I pass the Paris Treaty. I'm not funding the World Association Against Liberalism yet, but I will when I pass something kind of pro-worker or anti-poverty. Alright, take a look at the newspaper and I'll be right back. We have infiltrated the total jihad after their attack.
Infiltrating key center. According to my calculations, the informational gain, in geopolitical terms, could be close to 2.73 on satisfactory. Our agent also allows us to anticipate and therefore counterattack their terrorist projects. You can decide to dismantle this organization, but the more an agent remains infiltrated, the more information can be obtained, and the more effective a future dismantling could be. Do you wish to carry out the dismantling attempt now?
No, we're not going to dismantle now. For the... Whoa, what just happened? He disappeared. That was weird. Okay, good. It's not dismantling. It still says organization infiltrated. It would say dismantlement in progress if for some reason I clicked to confirm there by accident. So now we can see some information. We still don't know if they're being financed or supplied weapons by any foreign country. But keeping our guy infiltrated for as long as possible before we dismantle could help us discover that, and it will make the dismantlement more effective. When we do dismantle, we'll arrest more members of the group. So we'll just leave it for now, and eventually we should get a message that says that the agent's cover is in danger, and then you dismantle. So yeah, we're just going to leave them embedded for now. Find out everything you can. Fund some disaster. No, there aren't any. Okay, we have ratified the Accords on Climate. So now let's go to the NGO and give them some money. Next G7 summit in Paris on May 27th. Define the debt reduction for the poorest countries with the IMF and the World Bank. This is the agenda for the next summit. Your presence is of course necessary. Shall I confirm? I'll be there with bells on. Alright, we've got a mole in Israel now. Bargain concluded. So now in Israel we can approach political groups, try to get some democratic socialists in power in Israel to replace Netanyahu. Later we might want to do some industrial spying. We might be able to pick up some industrial secrets from them, so they have one or two technologies that we don't. So that might be something for later on. And here we're coming up now on the beginning of May. So I'll just read the newspaper first, and then we can do our May legislation. I just remembered something, which is that I said I was going to fund the NGO, the Ultramondialist one, like the 21st century anti-capitalist one, when I do something they would like. I forgot, I already did, which was we introduced the tax on financial transactions. And you can see in the description, it says anti-globalization organizations strongly support it. So I'll go ahead and fund them. And now we're funding all four of the NGOs, the major NGOs, which is good. I think it helps our international image, which could help if someday we try to get on the Security Council permanently. Now let's check our May indicators here. Growth is rising. Awesome. Inflation is falling. Awesome. Unemployment is falling. Tremendous. And the crime rate is falling. So everything's going great. We don't need to worry about any of that. So what's the next promise I can keep? Most of these ones that involve like spending money, we'll do them in October. Unemployment is still falling, so I'm going to leave the work week alone for now, unless it's the only thing I can do. No, there's lots of other stuff I can do for now. Alright, so I will legislate non-conventional gas and oil. This is going to hurt growth. I'm not sure how much. But it's going to help the environment a lot. We can build a conventional oil platform in October. I think I might do that. Close down the tar pits, the tar sands, And I'll do referendum here. It'll pass easily. Good. Close down the tar sands and just drill for conventional oil. I mean, it's better for the environment. And in this game, like, we still have lots of untapped reserves around this area. So, okay, that is it for the now. We'll keep going forward. Might be able to get to the beginning of June on this episode. And then on the next episode, I can show you more cost cutting and raising taxes to improve our budget even more. We have a famine in Burundi, and I'm not going to wait for the estimation to come in. For famines or droughts, I just sense some money right away. I know 10 million isn't a lot, but like, you know, USA is 10 times our size. If they sent 100 million, and if all the other rich countries did likewise based on their, you know, population and economic power, then it would be enough, right, to deal with the situation. So I think 10 million is reasonable for Canada. Russia network, no, agent number 1. No, I don't want to assassinate their chief of staff. So, France has elected a new president, and they are on the right. Mazi. Alright. So he's back. After however long he was out. 8 years he was out? Now he's back. Okay. Now we got a meeting with an association in Qatar through our spy network. But wait a second. We got a strike. The law on non-conventional gas and oil has passed. Turnout was average. Law on gas and oil. Thank you for the planet. From the Green Party's leader. Your intervention concerning the end of the exploitation of non-conventional gas and oil is a very happy decision, responsible and turned toward the future. We are grateful to you and will not forget it. So the Green Party loves me. National League for Industry Unions strike. National League for Industry Union strike has just begun, Prime Minister. Our syndicate cannot overlook your position on the end of the non-conventional gas and oil exploitation. It's as if the state is totally abandoning our economic sector and the high number of workers involved. I have already deployed men to maintain public order. So here is their leader. Same thing. He actually likes me, except for this law. Now let me check all the different unions. There's a union for conventional oil. But there's not one for non-conventional, so they fall under industry, I guess. There's an energy union, though. I guess they're for electricity only. Alright, I'll try to meet him. The person adamantly refuses to meet with you to negotiate. The strike continues. Alright, well, he might meet tomorrow, though. Oh, I'm already going to meet Venezuela tomorrow. I guess I'll change things around a bit here. Venezuela's in trouble again. So I sent them some more financial aid and I'll meet them again. I'm not going to bother showing you that unless I make a breakthrough with them. Remember the last couple of times we couldn't even work out a reasonable trade deal with them because they hate us so much for no real reason. But anyways, and I will also for this strike appear on television because I don't think I've appeared on television for several months. So hopefully it'll work. Good. Strike by the National League for Industry. Decisive and respected Gilbert Junot. Your television appearance was well received. The strike is still on for now, but some of the strikers have already gone back to work. Have a little patience. Here I am on TV. Strike by the National League for Industry. The Prime Minister addresses the strikers.
I understand the disappointment, even the resentment felt by the strikers, but today I officially ask them to go back to work because they are harming themselves and their country in this way. As soon as this is done, the government will take responsibility for investigating and responding to their demands.
Okay, so here's the ecologist group from Qatar. And it's the same thing as political parties. You can just offer them financial aid. Might as well max it out.
This aid amount.
$6 million. Chump change to us. Lost to them.
Thank you for your precious support. I can assure you that my government is getting ready to live its last hours.
Now, in each country, there are several unions and associations, so now we don't need to bother changing our network in Qatar. We'll just leave it. Let's see what we can do with this striker. Will he meet me the next day? Yeah, good. Alright. Coffee.
Sure.
Militants can be proud.
It's very kind of you. I'm really pleased to hear it.
Champagne?
I'd be happy to. That's what we call entertaining.
He already loves me, so I don't even need to make him a promise or anything, really. So I'll just invite him to stop the strike.
Yes, it's a good idea. I'll do my best.
Alright, so that'll be that. The strike will end. Oh! Did it already end while we were meeting? Alright, that was weird. Or maybe it just ends immediately when he agrees to that. I don't know. But it's over. Okay, we can just keep going forward. Alright, check it out. We got a deal with Venezuela. So slowly increasing our foreign aid, our direct foreign aid to them seems to have gotten to soften up on us a little bit. Now we got a deal. It's not very profitable for us. Our sales price, our usual sales price is like $164,325. So you can see we're only making a extra profit of like $75 a vehicle. So it really doesn't help our economy that much, but it doesn't hurt us. It's of some benefit to us. It'll help their economy quite a bit. And now, hopefully, you know, they're not going to accept an alliance now, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to edge closer and closer to them now. And we can approach a political party in Russia now, the Democratic Socialist Party there, which is fantastic. Yeah, if we could get rid of Putin, that would make our life a lot easier, especially on the UN. Oh, here's some confidential information on China. So they're selling nuclear missiles to Colombia and buying nuclear missiles from Vanuatu because Vanuatu has nuclear missiles to sell. Yeah, right. I think they need to fix that up a bit, Everson. So that's good. Getting more and more dirt on China. Might be able to use it someday. Russian network.
Our network has been partially disbanded. The agents were captured or killed during the operation. Based on the information we have, it is difficult to say what might have happened on the ground, but the theory of a leak would lead me to suspect a betrayal, to an extent that lies between 12.7 and 23.8.
Alright, he always talks in riddles and, you know, non-existent mathematical formulas and stuff. So anyways, 2 of our spies got busted in Russia. So I'll replace them. I'll up the agent training and I'll up the counterintelligence. In the meantime, I can cut industrial espionage a little bit to reduce the impact. So you can see now In our Russian hour, we have 38. We had 40. And I have 0 available right now. So. Alright, I might as well end this episode here. And next episode, we will go through the June budget reform. And you will see our surplus will continue to grow. And in October, we'll have lots of money to spend to improve our country and people's living standards. And our GDP and our infrastructure and everything will be wonderful. It'll be the land of milk and honey. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please ask me any questions. Give me any suggestions or comments you want. And please vote on my poll. What would you like to see for my next GPS4 series? Right now, the leading choice is to play as one of the poorest countries in Africa or South America. And the second choice right now is to try to save Venezuela with their bad economy and government's getting kicked out every few months. So let me know. Feel free to vote, or you can just comment which one you'd prefer to see, and I'll include that in my poll. Thanks for watching. See you next time, YouTube. Bye for now.